Okay, well, let's get everybody in there. Okay, now my note card. I don't know if I can get my picture of the note card.
One, look at it. Father, watch the seance. Girls in the office. Mother, talking.
Okay. Get this put right here. Okay. According to psychologist Martha Stout, who's the instructor in psychiatry at Harvard Medical Center, she's also the author of The Sociopath Next Door. And she estimates that 4% of the population are sociopaths. That probably doesn't sound like a whole lot, but that means 12 million Americans are sociopaths. So take for a moment and imagine if you had no feelings, no conscience, no guilt or remorse, and no concerns for the well-being of your family or your friends. Now imagine having no feelings of guilt or shame, that you could do anything you wanted to and never feel bad about it. You'd have no worries. So everyone's heard of Ted Bundy, Scott Peterson, and Charles Manson. They were all diagnosed sociopaths. They're not, but not all sociopaths are murderers. Another way to describe them is anti-personality disordered or psychopaths. What they have in common is not their mode of murder, but rather the makeup of their psyche. My name's Kelly Bradley, and today I'm going to describe what experts say makes a person a sociopath. Our adopted daughter, age 17, has been diagnosed a sociopath, and now we are trying to learn where do we go from here. She was adopted at 1 year of age, never been abused, no contact with biological family. However, she was diagnosed with reactive attachment disorder many years ago. Now, in The Sociopath Next Door, Dr. Stout states that some people may be a sociopath. They can be born a sociopath. So one can be born a sociopath, but more likely may be born with identifiers that result in one becoming a sociopath. So one born with these identifiers is what they refer to as a true sociopath. So these are the most dangerous of them all. These are the Ted Bundys and the Scott Petersons and the Charles Mansons. These are the murderers. Rare is a female sociopath, and this is what makes our daughter a rarity. So a sociopath may be a result of their environment as well. So according to Dr. Devney, who's a child psychologist, children exposed prenatally to drugs and alcohol and abuse and neglect may have some predisposition resulting in mental health issues that make them vulnerable to the key identifiers in sociopaths. But not all sociopaths meet this. Not all of them have been abused or neglected, and not all of them have been prenatally exposed to any drugs or alcohol. Dr. Devney further states that children who have reactive attachment disorder, such as our daughter, are more likely to become sociopaths. These are the children who never really attach to someone. They have superficial relationships, and they'll use people to gain what they want and then dispose of them without a second thought. These children also tend to manipulate and are expert liars. They lie so well that even their family cannot tell what is the truth and what is a lie. These children steal everything and anything they can. They truly believe they have a right to the item no matter who it belongs to. And our daughter has told us that. If she wants it, she doesn't understand why she just can't take it. However, they can become very violent and angry if someone is to steal something from them because they own it. It belongs to them, not to someone else. So it's sort of a double standard. Now, the characteristics of a sociopath can include many traits. They can be egocentrical, where it's all about them, superficial and charming, which most of them are, lying for personal gain or pleasure, stealing with no regard to consequences, impulsive, they just do it without thinking, aggressive or irritable with frequent fights. They are reckless with regard for their safety and the safety of others. They have exaggerated sexuality where they may have multiple partners in the same day. They are irresponsible consistently. They never follow through. They have a lack of remorse. They excuse and rationalize their behavior. Nothing's their fault. It's always someone else's fault. There are different types of sociopaths. And this is an area that I wasn't aware of before this research. These sociopaths are common sociopaths, where they lack a conscience. They are alienated sociopaths, where they cannot love and cannot receive love. They are aggressive sociopaths, and these are the ones who have they show a sadistic streak. And these are your most dangerous sociopaths, the ones who cross over to become murderers. And then there's the dissocial sociopath. They have an inability, or they have the ability to live by what they refer to as gang rules, so long as they are their rules. Now, gangs pretend to have your back when all they really have is their own back. That's what gang rules are. You do unto me, I do unto you. So let's consider what the future looks like for that 4% of American people diagnosed as sociopaths. Possibly prison, a lack of sincere relationships, isolation, but they could also become educated professionals. They can be married, they can become parents, they may live a double life. So in conclusion, according to Dr. Devney, sociopaths have disregard for the rights of others on a consistent basis for an extended amount of time. So consistent and extended are the key words here. There are different types of sociopaths who display different characteristics. However, they are all conniving, charming, manipulative, and opportunist. They can be your best friend, yet stab you in the back. They will throw you away when they are done with you and never feel guilt or remorse. They are all around us. The sociopaths, you might even know one. According to Dr. Devney, our daughter's reactive attachment disorder has morphed into the sociopath diagnosis. And we ask ourselves, could we have changed this for her? But the answer is no. She is who she is, and there is no cure according to the research I have done. What her future looks like is unknown to us, but it's very scary to us.